Hello, my name is Visor. Welcome to Game 9 of Game Dev Tycoon. Last episode, we made a game called Bailout, and it didn't really do all that well. We'll show off why and think about what we need to do next. Additionally, we got a bunch of other stuff to take care of as well. Currently, the news looks like the game link was just released. Ultimately, not too interested. Anyway, let's keep going. So let's generate a game report for Bailout, even though we haven't actually sold any copies yet. Actually, let's also generate a game report on A Barnacle's Tale. That could be interesting. Now, comparing their two speeds, it seems about the same, even though I'm pretty sure Visor has a higher speed stat and research stat. Alright, let's check it out. Okay, so post-apoc RPG is good. So the platform match was okay, not terrible. The age match was great, but the post-apocalyptic did not go well with young. It's interesting. It's also interesting to think about all the things we need to sort of match up. So we have topic and genre, we have genre and platform, platform and audience, and topic and audience. Are there a few combinations still missing though? Like, is there a genre and audience as well? I guess that's a possibility, but I don't really want that. Plus, does it really make sense? Can young people really not play a simulation game or a strategy game? Oh, we'll see. And that's one game report done. Oops, sorry. Now that she's done with that, let's train her up a little, just so she's more useful. Now, the tutorial keeps saying that you can't constantly train your employees. You'll get diminishing returns. But I'm hoping that training we did last episode doesn't really count as training. It was just sort of a welcoming thing. Now, currently, we really don't know what these books will do, but I'm sure between me and Kelly, we'll go through all these books rather quickly. So what should we do currently, though? Now, Kelly's speed's not that great, but neither is her design score. However, her research is pretty high, so maybe we could just get her to focus on research and have her research all her stuff. A lot of options. Actually, I think I'm just going to do game design for pirates, because it seems kind of interesting. I don't really know what that teaches you. Well, I'm assuming game design, but why the for pirates part? Are we talking about game piracy thing? That doesn't make any sense in this context. Are we making games about pirates? Well, we'll see. That's interesting. So level design is not important for adventure games. I would not have guessed that. And also, adventure and TS is a bad match, even though we did great with that game. Interesting. Very, very interesting. We might have just coasted on our new high score for design and technology at that point, because it was definitely higher than any other previous game. However, it's also interesting that we only have 3 things in this game report, even though if we look at Visor's stats, his speed and research is higher than Kelly. So what determines how much information do you get back from those reports? I would assume it's based on the research stats, but maybe there's still a lot of randomness to the system. Anyway, let's research something. Maybe a new topic. Look at that. There is the result from that report already. I think that's really, really cool. But anyway, what do we want to research? None of these really fit the game suggestions we have so far, so let's go with dungeon for now. If we have to, we'll research more things later on. I mean, we do have the research points to do it. Though if we have all the research points, maybe we should research a few other things. I don't know if we want to do marketing yet though, but what's medium games? That might be interesting. We still have just under 2 mil left, so we're gonna coast for a little while and really prepare for our next big thing. Let's see. Yeah, let's research medium games just to see what it's all about. Looks like Kelly's getting a lot of design points for that book, which I guess makes sense. What's this? Oh, so we can invest in security. Sure, why not? It's only 50K, so probably is a good thing, right? Okay. It didn't do terribly well, but it didn't really lose us money either, so. Oh, so that's what researching medium games lets you do. You get to do publisher contracts. Oof. So do I want to look at contracts? Well, at this point, it couldn't hurt to look, at least, right? We might as well take a peek and sort of see what's available. Oh, so if we do larger games, we could self-publish, but we want a lot more fans. I guess that makes sense. We need enough fans so it actually becomes worthwhile. Alright, so more royalties mean we make more money. So this is only 8%, which isn't much. But they do cover some of the initial costs. We didn't research Rhythm yet. It does have higher royalties, but the minimum score is a lot higher. I mean, this first game, we just need a score of 4. Shit, I think we can do a game of 4 fairly easily, even if we completely fuck up. Dance and strategy? That doesn't seem like a good combo. Ooh, sci-fi in any genre. This is actually something we probably could do, but I don't think any of our game suggestions matched this. Not yet, anyway. We might do the any topic one. Just to see, you know, what contracts are all about and whether our team can handle it or not. Plus, a min score of 4? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can handle a min score of 4. But first, let's research a bit more. We need more topics, because the game ideas we do have don't quite match what topics we have available. But really, this set is not terribly good either. Rhythm, dance, law, and hacking. I mean, I guess I could try to say hacking is the same thing as cutting things, and then we could do chop block, but that's kind of stretching it. What are we gonna do? You know what? We'll do dance. It's something out of our normal range and could be interesting, right? What do we want Kelly to do? Well, looking at how training worked, definitely that gave you a lot of design points as well as a little bit in technology and research. So that's good to know. Let's have her research another topic as well, because we gotta make it, man. We need to have some topics to really work on a game. Yeah, we have 5 suggestions right now, but none of them really matches these topics we have. Though really, we only can research one more thing, and even then, none of these are going to be perfect matches anyway. So let's think about stretching one of our previous topics. Maybe I can stretch medieval to work. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to use medieval as the topic for our next game, which we'll start developing as soon as Visor finishes researching, because Kelly isn't bad, but Visor just has far better stats at the moment. It also might be cool to try out a medium game. So if we're gonna do a medium game, we might as well do one of the game contracts, just to see, you know, what happens when you do one. Because I mean, this thing has a min score of 4, and I'm pretty sure we can at least beat that. Alright, so the idea I want to do is from Ashburner X, whose something awful name is something, I don't know. I have no memory for names. His idea is a middle-aged butcher cutting meat during the day, but defends the neighborhood at night from the hordes of the undead. We'll call it Chop Block. And for the topic, we'll use medieval, because he's a medieval butcher. That'll work, right? Plus, I've been watching a bunch of chefs talk about how butchers are dying out and stuff. That Anthony Bourdain and that angry British chef made a huge deal out of it. Alright, so it's going to be a medium game. For the platform, it's going to have to be PC. For the game engine, we only have that one game engine. I don't know, it's technically centered around gamepads, but whatever. And for genre, let's do an action game. Yeah, this could be a fun action game. As for topic, like I said, we're gonna go medieval because, you know, you gotta work with what you got. Really want something like, you know, zombies, but yeah, you do what you have, you know? Now, so we have a medieval action game on the PC. Do we want to go full mature, keep it E for everyone, or young? I don't really want to do young, just because that's what the TES is all about. And while mature is an option, let's just go with E for everyone. Keep it simple. Do the best graphics. Oh, okay. So it looks like you can pick a person for each stage. Oh, not stage. You can pick a person for each component of each stage. That's gonna be interesting. Unfortunately, Kelly's not really great at anything right now, so he's gonna be dead weight, and Visor's gonna have to do everything. Okay, so we're doing an action game. Story and quests, fuck it, that's probably not important. Engine's probably important. So we'll get the main man to do that. Do that. Oof, that's a high workload though. Does this just cover the work for stage 1, or does it carry over to the next stage as well? I don't know. Having that knowledge would probably change my decision at this point. Alright, let's do it this... No, we can't have Kelly do more work than Visor. That just doesn't make sense. Alright, we'll do it this way instead. Between engine and gameplay, which one do you think is more important? I would think gameplay, so we're going to decrease engine a little, maybe increase a little story and quest. We'll just have Visor focus mostly on gameplay and reduce his load a little. So I guess for a medium game, you pretty much have to have everyone on board. I'm not sure I'm going to display all this data in the end, but it's very interesting seeing both of them go at once. In terms of points so far, we might... Ooh. This is not good. Yeah, that's gonna make him overworked. But let's decrease dialogue for now, and we gotta pick stuff, you know? Oof. That's not good. We might have bit off a little more than we can chew, but we're stuck now, so let's go through this. I mean, I guess it's really the only way we can balance this. Yeah, we're gonna end up totally overworking Visor. Can, like, the main character die in this game? That would be interesting. Let's turn down the AI a little. No. We're just gonna have to have Kelly work on it. We need to train her up, though. Because originally, I just wanted her around to research stuff while I'm actually making the game. So... Or, I guess we could just not do medium games. Stick to small games for a little while. That's probably the more sensible solution. Oh, also, Venegear's out. Yay. Yeah. Whatever, it's all marketing talk. I'm not going to really develop for this either. There's just too many licensing costs and I don't want to mess around with it. Well, at least in terms of design and technology, we're still doing okay. Not great, but okay. Oh, also that reminds me. So somebody mentioned that you notice the graphics has the percentage point. Well, basically for this graphic engine, there's a minimum investment you have to do. Otherwise, you don't get the full benefits. Kind of interesting. Now, I think we just did adventure game doesn't care about world design. But does action games? Honestly, I don't think so either. I think this would be the better mix. Could I maybe not make them specialize in anything? Because I don't really want to overwork Visor. And so let's just try this out. No, I have to drop. Okay. No, I wanted to do sound. I mean, someone's going to get overworked no matter what, so we'll see whether Visor dies or not. Either way, it'll be interesting. Seems like most of the points are still coming out of Visor, though I'm also seeing a lot of bugs come out of him. Is that an effect of being overworked? Maybe. Well, this has been an interesting experience. Let's see what happens. Huh. So it looks like this was not a great combo, which is weird because I think medieval action makes a lot of sense. Are we saying Ghost and Goblin and, I don't know, Zelda are not great combos? Plus, our design and technology points have not broken the previous records, so hopefully we can beat a score of 4. Hopefully. Action games work well on PC, alright. Not a great score, but alright. Not bad, not good. Oof. Wow. Wow. So we beat the required score, but just barely. That's not good. So this was our first attempt at a medium-sized game, and clearly our company is not ready for it. We just need better staff and more staff to even attempt it. But let's go see how much damage was done by this rather terrible game. Well, this is interesting. Well, first, let's go over the game report. So, the game report didn't really tell me too much. It actually told me Medieval and Action is a great combo, so I don't know why the screen at the end of our last game didn't say so. Whatever. Also, gameplay is important for an action game. Makes sense. And the audience match was great, but it doesn't really tell me why the game scored so poorly. So the only conclusion I can reach at this point is that design and technology points were way too low. Granted, I could be wrong. Maybe something else did it in. Just something that this game report is not showing. Now, the more interesting result is looking at the sales numbers. Comparing Chop Block with Bailout, Bailout is pretty much the better game in every way. The score was a lot higher, the top sales rank was also a lot higher, Bailout was ranked 52, Chop Block is not even within the top 100. However, in terms of profit and number of fans earned, Chop Block more than doubled their fan base, and the profit is more than 7 times higher than Bailout. Actually, the profit's even higher considering part of the initial cost was covered by the publisher. So what's the moral of the story? Well, it seems like a publisher can really get your game out there to way more people than you could do independently. Even this terrible game, which is on a platform with low market share, still made a huge amount of profit. Honestly, it kind of makes me feel dirty, like I did something wrong, because I didn't make a good game, but I definitely made a lot of money. But there's another thought here. What happens if we made up a good game with a publisher contract? You know, like a game in the top 10. In that case, the game could be worth tens of millions or hundreds of millions of dollars. Or even better, what if we had a marketing team as good as a publisher, or we just had a lot of fans? That could be worth a couple billions of dollars, and that's huge, and I kind of want that. So that might be our long-term goal. However, we still need to improve our staff a bunch, so we'll start working on that next episode. But until then, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time.